Well, the summer donation is a little earlier this year. It's here. And it is worse than we thought. It's almost as if the devs go out of their way to try to find ways to make it worse than the previous year, because that's what's been happening. Even something that potentially could have been an improvement still has its flaws. Nothing they do they actually think about on the enough. It's just half-assed. Everything's just half-assed. The one potential improvement that has its issues is the daily prizes. Instead of bringing back some old tired item that they've tried over and over, like for example in the winter donation contest last time, they brought a reskinned Frostville crown and they called it something else. So they basically have two items that do the same thing with different names. It's pretty lame. But what they did this time on the surface sounds like it might be a good idea. So they're doing wind clones of existing items, and some of the items are pretty good. So if you donate 25 tokens, you get enter into a drawing, and apparently Guardians get 3 times the chance. I guess their name gets entered 3 times, or I don't know how they do it. But you can donate one 5,000 token lump sum, and you basically just bought the item. This is like Destruction Burst, I think. This one's the Typhon Shard armors. This one is the there's an Earth Pet from the New Year's limited time shop, I think. It gets heightened Lucky Strike rate. I've heard this was a Nemesis. This is the Nemesis Misk. That shit's overhyped. People are like, oh my god, that's badass. And I'm like, nah, it's alright. This one is the Sisa. That's like the harm toggle that does prismatic burn. Both harm is meh and prismatic burn is meh. That's overrated. This is Eternal Champions clone, a wind version. I actually think that's pretty good. And then who's gonna pay 5,000 tokens for a fucking face? I don't really get that shit. But here's the problem. If I want multiples of any of this stuff, I either have to donate 5,000 tokens on an alt, which will not go towards the same character, or I have to just stick to doing the 25 token drawing hope you win way to get alts for the items for your alts. So that's the big flaw. They love to make this account based, which is what they did in the winter, and it is remaining account based, but they haven't made donating stuff account based, only receiving it. So even that aspect is half-assed and not very well thought out. And so you can purchase the items with your main or the character that you wish, but you might as well just buy everything with a single character so that at least your fucking donations will go towards the top gift masters, which is here. Looks like Gwen donated nearly 2 million tokens. Multiple people have mentioned that they didn't either get anything from that or only maybe one 5,000 batch. In the years past, when it was based on characters, you could play your 10 characters, you might end up getting 20 or 25,000 of that. So basically, they've rewarded those with only 1 or 2 characters, and they've bent over everyone else that have 10 characters. So if you have contributed your time and money and efforts and level characters, and you've probably spent lots of money for items on multiple characters, this donation system is now quote unquote more fair for those that maybe have played for 1 month and have 2 characters above level 20 or 25 or whatever it is, you get the same chance as someone who's been around for 20 years and have dedicated a lot of time and money, and doesn't make any sense at all. It's at this point, it's basically this game's version of DEI, I guess. Fucking stupid. Asinine, if you ask me. Not only that, they have decided in this event gifting guide, which is here, I've got only partial screen, but if you go ahead and read about it, some of the things that it talks about, there's no longer going to be player suggestions. They took out the number one thing that, for my money, made the contest exciting, because you could have player suggestions. You could actually get actual well-designed items instead of the shit that staff... See, the problem with staff is they treat the game like it's a lunch break job. So they just come in and out and in and out, in and out. For example, they haven't done info subs in over a month, but they had the time to do info subs on all of this clone shit. So all they had to do was copy and paste and change the element on a few things. So that's simple. But they just released, for example, this package, and it went live yesterday, but there's no info subs on it because they have to make the info subs from scratch. The info subs that came from this golden gift box, and even here, and I think even the rare monster hunts, none of those info subs are even out. Oh, but we can do the fucking clone shit right away. They treat it like a lunch break job. It's an afterthought. They go to lunch, they throw some shit together. Oh, look, guys, I cloned something and released it. Well, we made our promise on updating the game every week. That's literally how it's beginning to look. So no more player suggestions. I guess they think it's too bad for the community. The devs are the problem with the community. Not only that, they came out and announced, get this is how out of touch they are. They came out and announced that one of the sets is going to be based on the runner-up from last year, which was the Lucky Strike-based set. So last year, they allowed one of the finalists to be the Lucky Strike-based idea, but they basically warned and said, well, we're warning you, this is going to change because Lucky Strikes are too strong and we're going to nerf the shit out of it. But now they're acting like it's an exciting fucking revelation that, oh, well, since we're not doing player suggestions, we're going to decide the suggestion. We're going to decide the theme. I'm sorry. It's based on theme, not the suggestion, which is just as lame. And so then they decided, okay, so we're going to base it on Lucky Strikes. Oh, but before the contest is over, mid-June or sometime, we're going to overhaul Lucky Strike mechanics, which everyone knows it's all being nerfed. So why would it be exciting to have a set that's going to be based off of a theme that's about to get nerfed? These people are on drugs. And maybe the nerf won't be a major thing, but there's a chance that some morons that are having influence could change Hypercrit, for example, to be a lean, which would kill off a lot of fun gameplay. It would kill off the use of the Opticomisc. It would kill off the use of Time Killer spell and using all those Hypercrit stacks in order to get big damage, which is mitigated through plot armor and damage caps anyways, but that's not good enough. We have to just make the game unfun because we all worship the quote-unquote balance religion like a cult, like a brainwashed fucking set of morons. Not only that, the Golden Dev ticket cannot be chosen if it has dodge lash, backlash, resource conversion, or armor compression, and they specifically banned Tropo Shield clones and Void Forge clones, which were copied last year. And so the Balance Cult, Dogma, Mindfuck group have now created a ban list. And so at the end of the day, all of these wholesale changes is making the contest a rancid piece of shit. So good luck participating, not getting tokens. Only the actual whales will now have a remote shot at getting the top items. You will have to spend money to have a chance. No longer getting 100,000 plus tokens to contribute. You're only going to get like 15 or 20 total. Maybe. Their stretch goal of 20 million, I think, is, if I had to guess, is lunacy. We'll see at the end of the day, but I just don't see people being motivated to participate. There have already been so many people that are so jaded dealing with these people's fucking bullshit that this contest is basically no longer something to look forward to. It's basically turned into a complete and total joke.